So here we are on another episode of A Rays of Living with a guest. And you know, I love my guests. And today we have Dr. Ida Greene, and we are talking about the magic of intuition. So, wow, put on your seatbelt, sit your butt in that chair wherever you are, and listen to this episode because you are in for a treat. So, before we start, though, in typical fashion, I'm going to let Dr. Ida introduce herself, and then we're going to dive right into this topic, all magical and everything else. I'm already seeing the magic dust falling. So here we go, Dr. Ida. Introduce
Thank you.
yourself to the audience so we can get into this discussion.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Ida Greene, the Soul Whisper Coach. And my life purpose right now is to really show and to help and guide people to tap into that inner guidance, that inner guru, that wisdom within them. Because when we tap in that inner guidance, it makes life so much easier. We get rid of the worry, the doubt, the frustration, all that stuff. And when we just let source spirit divine take over, the ride is much easier.
Oh, I'm so glad that you said that in your introduction, because I was talking to another guest earlier up in the year in which we were talking about that when we try to ride that bus ourselves or drive the bus ourselves, it is so hard. You hit every curve, you hit every bump. And when you let the divine guide you, my God, it's so much easier. Everything falls into place just at the time that you need it. And some things don't make sense on that journey. But eventually you start to go, oh my God, those two things and three things connect to arrive you someplace. So it's a message I always try to tell my audience is stop making life hard. Life is simple, right? But first it needs you to connect, accept that your divine is within, and let it guide you. Listen to it. Let it guide you. So, on that note, I'm going to ask you when we talk. First, I want you to break down the magic of intuition. So, first, let's talk about the magic. Let's get into some mystical magic, witchcraft type stuff. Talk to me about the magic.
know, Spirit, source, God, whatever you call that, is built into us, is always directing us. Our biggest problem is that we have a left brain and we have free will, and we use that free will all the time. And we get into the worry, the doubt, will it happen, second guessing. When we just allow ourselves, like there's something to keep the birds flying and keep the trees flying and the water flowing, there is something there that really is for our good. And what keeps us is that we want to, we really want to figure it out. We want to have logical reasoning. But when we get into the mystical, why, we don't need to know the why, we don't need to know the how. And this is the problem that many of us have, and I had that problem for years, is trusting, allowing, and letting go. Because I wanted to tell God what to do, how to do, when to do. And God told me, said, listen, I didn't tell Jesus, and I'm not telling you. You either let me work for you or you forget about it. Okay, I do want you to help me, you know. So I had to really come up against that wall. I had the biggest problem. We want to know what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, when it was going to happen. Was I going to change? He said, you either trust, allow, and let me go and let me do it. So now Spirit is channeling through me all the time, every day. I never know what's going to say, but it's always good. I just trust it's going to be a good outcome. So I'm just riding the wave right now. And it's a good thing. And one of the beautiful things about it, I find money every day, at least a penny. So I experienced, would you update the amount? At Christmas time, I found a $50 bill folded in half. So I am just allowing God to send me money. And let me tell you one other thing I saw. I think I want to have be married again. I went to LA in the airport and went from the airport to meet my cousin at a restaurant. A man just came up to me out the clear blue sky and told me about himself. He said, I'm also single. I go, oh, so Spirit will give you what you need. I decided, but he's telling me, I'll give you an opportunity to
Be careful what you ask for, Dr. Ida.
He said, I'll give you 2 samples. I decided I didn't want either one of those samples, but at least I had an option. It answered, it just, but I said I want, it just showed up. But I
Oh my
really have
goodness. And isn't it, but isn't
just
it funny how that works, right? Because what you're really talking about is blind faith. And I cover
oh
that
yeah,
in my
I
book, A
have
Latin
that.
Carpets. I
Oh,
cover it.
it's taking
Um,
me some time to get there, but I'm there now.
oh, we all did. Trust me, we all did. I remember those days when I knew it all. I knew it all. What God, please give me a break. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing.
I
And
don't need you. I'm not when that place.
you know the B slap.
Need you.
He B slapped me right back in line.
Yeah. Oh boy. I am totally into that allowing now because every day, in fact, I even got this answer. I would like green light. So now I said, I'm getting close to the light. Is it going to get green yet? I'm just totally allowing everything to flow. You
So
know?
is that what you call the magic? Because I know going on this journey in the last 3-4 years, the journey for me and walking in blind faith, not knowing, right? Just doing the do and walking in blind faith towards the thing. The thing I realize is that I am living a life of miracles. So when we read it in the Bible and think, why are we not? Trust me, when you're on the right journey, miracles happen every day, whether it's finding your folded $50 or finding the right person that will take you to the next part of the journey, attracting what you need at that time. The way I said it in one of my podcasts is the money that you think you didn't have that you need to do the thing you do suddenly turns up so you can do the thing you need to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's what you're calling the magic, right?
Yeah, because the magic is allowing, I allow it to just take over my body and guide it. I don't try to tell it what to do because, like, I missed some of my earlier podcasts, but then I just was the lady a few minutes ago that gave me two things that I needed. One was my Zoom camera here, and the other was with the lady. So I missed, but then I gained. So she came in to give me the gift. So it's a blessing.
It's a
Everything
blessing.
is a blessing.
Exactly. And you did it.
Whatever it is.
If you're looking to advertise with Jenn Drakes, send us an email at jen@youareworthmore.co. Or you can help us by addressing the things that you face by sending us some inclusivity topic ideas.
It's a blessing. We have to just look for the gift because it's a gift in the challenge, in the problem. There's a gift.
And you just have to be open to it, right? You just have to be open to be able to see it. And I think it's about having a consistent, continual framework and mindset of gratitude. And that way you see the blessings in everything. Even when you're in the hard times, you still manage to see the blessing. So let's talk now about intuition. Where does intuition come in? Because I know you got a lot to say about that. So I'm going to sit here. I'm not even going to say anything. So you go, take it, girl.
Yeah. Well, this intuition, this inner guidance is really divine, has implanted itself inside of us. So it shows up in a bigger way, but we have to allow it to just take over our body, consumes our body, because it speaks through us and it will live through us, it will breathe through us, and almost like we're riding the wave, just like riding, I really like you're riding the wave of energy of the divine. Because when divine shows up, it shows up when things are impossible. It shows up when there's no way out. It shows up when we least expect it to, but it's always there doing the right thing at the right time. There's divine energy inside of us. And when we tap into that and go into that space where there's, it's almost like we're going into a mystical, magical marriage with the divine, and divine is showing up. It's almost like one man described the other day, it's like a petal opening up. It's a petal inside of you that's opening up. So you're opening up to your bigger, your brighter, your most beautiful self. But we don't know what Spirit has in store for us because we want to tell Spirit what's in store when Spirit already know ahead of time what is there for us as a grander place for us. But we just need to be open to allow that. And sometimes what will happen is that you're feeling in a knowing, a peace. You feel some calmness about you. One way to know you're going in the right direction, because when you listen, we just kind of come out of the ordinary, where God, you're in a place where you just have to follow those leads, and wherever they take you, follow those leads, because Spirit is guiding you to a greater bigger experience. I always tell myself, and I tell people, you're here to bless me. I'm here to bless you. So whoever needs to bless who, I'm okay. There's always blessings coming out, but we have to be open to see the possibility of how spirit shows up, because when we allow the greatness inside of us to emerge, it's more beautiful and greater than anything that could ever happen to us, because we are just at the tip of the iceberg of what is possible for us and for our life. We just need to be open to allow ourselves to evolve, because today is not even compared to what's going to happen tomorrow. But we have to just be open to knowing that tomorrow is going to be better, and not fearing tomorrow, because our tomorrow is going to be much greater than our today, because that's what Spirit has said, that your tomorrow, I will create a path for you that will be unmatched, and you will go on a place that you've never gone. You will go to a distance you've never been. You will see this distance, but you have to know and believe that it's possible.
And
there's
I think
more,
it's also
there's more for us than we imagine. We just see the small little problem, but there's a bigger, greater place where we can go and be, but we just have to be open to possibilities, and our life getting better than it was.
And just also to recognize that there is blessing in just waking up every day and seeing a new day. And living in the now. We take our lessons from the past and we are aimed to apply them in the now, leading to the future. And I think that's a really fundamental pivot that many people have to make in their thinking, and strengthen their thoughts around those sort of things. So, and be guided by intuition, because not every thing that appears to be promising, or everything that appears to be an opportunity, is truly an opportunity, which is why you need the guidance from within and so without. So awesome. So what else now do you do that you need to share with the audience, and let them know kind of how they can get to you? What do you do? So, you know what I mean? How do they reach you? What other things do you want to let them know?
Let me say this. Spirit is very good to me. So I want to give people a free intuition book that explains what intuition is about and how you can use it. It's on my website, www.askdrida.com.
So Dr. Ida, I'm going to do a rapid fire. So I'm going to throw you some words.
Okay, I'm into it.
You're going to just tell me the one word that comes to your mind. So it's really quick. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
So the first word is divine-tastical. And that's my own word.
Upward.
Oh, nice. Mindset.
Steady.
Gratitude.
Being thankful.
Okay, this one's going to throw you, but I know you're going to bring a smile to your face. Wowzy.
Looking upward.
Life.
Continuous.
Purpose.
Divine.
Feedback.
Good.
All right. And this one is unique to you. Excellence.
I am.
Oh my. You certainly am, Doctor. You certainly am, Dr. Ida. Oh, this has been so much fun. So as we wrap up, what I do have to say, Dr. Ida, thank you so much for being here, for joining me. And it was a real hoot. So, but I thank you for persevering. That's all what it's all about. And on that note, from my heart to yours, thank you all for listening and joining in.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arrays of Living. Make sure to follow Jenn Drakes on all social media platforms so you don't miss out on the next episode. Also, join our Catalytic Club Discord to get exclusive news about Jenn Drakes. Thank you for listening.